was a really, really dark time because I just didn't know what the hell was going on. I have 4 amazing kiddos. They are my saving grace. Like, they're pretty much the piece of me that I would never ever trade for the world. They changed my life each in all different ways, and I'm very thankful for that. So growing up, I was the youngest out of 4. Just did my own little thing. Always was either my brother's little sister or my sister's little sister. Never really like my own person. Just trying to fit in, trying to be a different person than what I was. I meet this guy and I end up dating, and I have my first child by myself. Shortly after that, I was raped by my kid's father. I didn't tell anybody but my sister and my best friend. And my sister thought I was lying. I really went through like a dark time because I'm pregnant and I'm like, okay, how am I gonna make my life work? I'm gonna have 2 kids and I'm gonna be raising them by myself. Eventually, I really, really started contemplating like wanting to die. I ended up changing jobs and I'm working at another job, and I meet this guy. 3 years in, I found out I was pregnant with my other son. Right after the baby is born, he almost put me through a wall in the house. Like a week after the baby was born. He is upstairs telling my older kids, you better not ever listen to your mom, she's a dumb. I just kept taking the abuse. Yeah, that was very intense for me. It was like, oh, I'm so sad. I'm not happy in myself. I'm gonna keep searching until I feel happy, until something fulfills me. And so I ended up filling a bunch of voids with stupid stuff. It was really like drinking, smoking, having sex, just kind of trying to cope with what I had went through. Well, me and my sister decided that we were gonna go on a momcation, right? I just need to get away for a little bit, and so I leave and I go to Las Vegas, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanna play it for the first time. I'm not gonna miss my kids at all. It's supposed to be the time of our lives, but I'm absolutely miserable. I just wanna go home and be with my kids. When I got home, I gave my kids the biggest hugs ever. And I was like, Mommy missed you, and I'm never gonna leave you guys again. And then a week after that, I called Wolf and Health, and I was like, I need to get my blood pressure in check. So I went into the doctor, and she's looking at my blood pressure like, girl, we're gonna put you on some medicine. She's like, so how do you feel? Like, you know, we have mental health services. And I was like, well, I'm definitely looking into that too. A week later, I was sitting in Lizette's office.
She was very motivated that she did not want her children to have the same kind of relationship history that she did. One thing I always mention to my patients, and it's something I mentioned to KD, is like, if you aren't unable to take care of yourself, how are you going to be there for your children when they need you? Especially if they are going through something that is very traumatic for them. A lot of the time in many cultures, such as the Latino or African American, mental health is not spoken about. Unfortunately, even though it's not spoken about, it still happens. It affects your ability to eat, your motivation to do things. That's how depression will sometimes affect people. Things that they were able to do easily before, it's just not possible right now because it affects you physically and mentally to the point where some people just can't get out of bed. But because of that stigma, they don't want to reach out for help. When I first met Katie, she was been doing well, and then she got to the point where it was just so overwhelming that she just couldn't handle it anymore. There was just a lot of new stressors. Woven Health Clinic was able to become a support system for KD because she knew what she wanted, just like a lot of our patients know what they want. She is definitely making wonderful strides, and she is becoming that mother that she wants to be, that wonderful mother that loves her children no matter what and is going to strive for them and make sure that she can take care of herself and them in the future. So she's doing wonderful.
At first, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna ever see the light. I didn't just realize how important mental health was for me. I realized how important it was for my whole family. I had a bucket full of artwork that I was scared to release. Lizette helped me. She was like, hey, I wanna see you get this stuff out there. And that really helped me break through that moment and be like, you know what, I can do this. And so I released it. I opened my Etsy business and I put it out there online and people can buy it. And I'm so proud of myself because that was something that I didn't think that I could do.
It was a bit rocky for her at the beginning, but that's how mental health is sometimes. It's a very rocky road, but it's gotten to the point where it's smoothed out a lot for her. She'll be able to go to a lot of different places with everything that she's been able to do. So I'm very proud of her.
Woven just really took me underneath its wing, not just in my medical health, but in my mental health, emotional health, my family relationships. It has truly, truly given me hope.